is all loaded up. All right, here we go. Firework display on a budget in 3, 2, 1. So these are my plans for this firework display. You can see I've got it on this little cheap piece of board from Menards. Something like this is roughly going to cost you under $10, I would say. It's pretty cheap. And because these items are so light, you're not going to have to worry about this board snapping. All these items here are part of the Panda Box firework sampler, which we're going to talk about here in a moment, so stay tuned, because they've got some specials going on right now. This is the only time of year that you're going to find this many fireworks for under $100. You want to go fast. Now in the back, I'm just going to kind of show you some of the setup, and then we're going to get to fusing. But like I said, these plans could change a little bit, but I'm going to show you while we're fusing. But this is generally how I want this board to look when it's completed. Now in the back row, you can see we've got 6 cardboard tubes from the Red Apple assortment, and we've also got the 2-inch artillery single shot there in the middle. We're going to angle these up a little bit so that we've got a nice little finale to end off this show. Those are the ball shells that you're getting. And let's take a look over here. Because there's a few items in this assortment that I'm choosing to exclude from the display, and I'll tell you my reasoning for that. Number one, and this should be obvious, these little pop-pops here, you can't really do much with them in a firework display. And then these 2 fountains, which the only reason we're not including these is because, let me show you. No matter where I would put these on the board, you know, these things have some jumping jacks in the bottom. So my worry is that when this whole thing is fused up and ready to go, if I decide to put these up front, what I'm worried about will happen is the jumping jacks will come and spin down here and set off a bunch of the stuff that we don't want to go right away. If I put them in the back, I'm also risking some fuse jumping, and then we're just gonna get mass detonation all throughout the cake board. So I've chosen to just exclude these 2 items and the pop-pops from this little assortment setup. And I think it should be a pretty decent show without them. If you're trying to do an awesome fireworks show on a budget, you know, under $100, you want to keep it under that mark. Right now, Red Apple Fireworks, that's the company on this little logo here, Red Apple Fireworks is doing a special on these Panda Box samplers. So normally, a large size assortment like this is going to retail right around $150. And you can see the size of this thing. Here's my hand. I'm even going to stand next to it. I mean, they're massive, and we've got an unboxing coming of this soon. We're not going to do that in this video because we want to get right into the fireworks themselves. But before we do that, I do want to go over a little bit about this assortment. So right now, Red Apple's got a special going on where you can get 3 of these assortments for only $88. That is correct. That is not a joke. So you're getting 46 fireworks per assortment, so that comes out to be like 138, I think. Yeah, 138 fireworks for $88. Because remember, you're getting, these are packaged 3-1 in the case by Red Apple. And per assortment, you're getting 381 shots. It says it's a 50-minute show duration, but we know that we're going to be fusing it up, so it's going to obviously go much quicker than that. And one thing that's really cool is if you get the case of these, you're also going to get these artillery shells down here. And part of this little show on a budget that we're going to do is show you how you can do a nice little finale with these guys. Now, since we're going to be doing only 1 assortment for the show, we're only going to have 12 shells to work with, but we're going to make a nice little rack out of the cardboard tubes that they come with. Now, if you get 3 of the assortments, you're going to get 2, 4, 6. So you're going to get 6 tubes in total. That'll get you a nice little cardboard 6-shot rack. All right, so yeah, you can get 3 of these for $88 right now, and that is part of their amazing special for the month of May only. I cannot promise you guys the same pricing come June if you wait till the last minute, which you don't want to do that ever. Now, we announced a giveaway a while back on my channel for some sumo snaps, and these are also by Red Apple Fireworks. I don't know if you guys can see this. So here's the thing. We said that we were going to announce a winner on May 20th. I'm actually going to extend this out until May 26th. So then what you guys can do is, all you have to do to enter for the sumo snaps is comment on this video and share it with a pyro friend, so you're not the only one taking advantage of these crazy deals by Red Apple. So if you share the video, comment that you shared the video. Let me know where you shared it, who you shared it with. It doesn't matter. Just let me know. And then you're going to get a free box of these Sumo Snaps come May 26th. We're going to announce that live on the channel. All right, now it's time to start hot gluing this stuff down to the board and showing you the fusing techniques that I'm going to use. Now, one thing to note here real quick is everything you see here can be done 3 times. So you can actually make 3 of these boards for under $100 because the fireworks themselves, you're getting a case 3-1 for only $88. Just imagine, you can actually make 3 of these bad boys. Just added 2 more tubes up front because I forgot we have 12 ball shells to work with. So I actually had 10 tubes up there. I just added 2 on the side. So this should be a pretty nice little finale, and these are true ball shells in there. So they should have nice symmetrical breaks. And then this little 2-inch single shot down here is gonna look real nice. It'll honestly probably go higher than the rest of them, but it's just a nice little fan. We've got 5 shots in the front and then another row of 4 and then finally 4 in the back. I think what I'm gonna do for this finale is actually just attach all these fuses together with zip ties instead of using fuse itself, because it looks like we've got quite a bit to work with up here. The only thing I'm actually gonna have to use fuse for is to get this fuse to come up here to this guy. So that might be a little bit of an issue, but we'll figure it out and we'll show you what we did when it's all done. Just a little tip here on how you can turn the 4-pack of 25-shot Saturn missiles into a 100-shot pack is just remove the plastic top, but leave the cellophane on the sides on, and look at how much easier that's gonna be to fuse, because all the fuses are on the top here. So if you expose that, then you actually have a nice little 100-shot Saturn battery to work with, and you can just put that right there on the rack. No worry about that tipping over. I have a feeling that this is gonna be the final draft, and now I'm gonna start gluing everything down. The only thing I noticed is there's nothing in the middle of the kaleidoscope here. So on the first one, what I'm gonna do is take that little fountain insert off of the friendship fountain, and I'm gonna make this cake a multi-level effect. And that fountain fits real nicely in there. So then what I'll do is, this will now be a fountain cake. So when that fuse comes around, it'll hit this, and then come back over to the kaleidoscope with no fountain. Should be pretty cool. I'm gonna try something really cool with these Roman candles and attempt to repurpose the sampler box to make a rack. So I've got some ideas here I'm gonna play around with to get these Roman candles on this box somehow and make a kind of like a bootleg rack. So when I figure something out, I will show you what I did. I was actually able to make a little Roman candle rack. What I've done is I've taken a box cutter and cut the Panda box sampler in half, and I just shoved the Roman candles down there in the bottom. And then what I'm also gonna do is add some hot glue and duct tape for some additional support. We just got the whole board fused up and ready to go. I'm gonna show you a little bit of my fuse work, and then we're gonna go shoot this off. So we're gonna start up here with color pearl, come into the happy, and then go down into our 100-shot Saturn battery there. You can see I used green fuse, or otherwise green visco, throughout most of the display until we get up here. And we'll come down this way, go back around, hit these 2 kaleidoscopes, hit the Chinese New Year there on the end, come down to these 3 by Stargate brand. And then I've got the quick fuse linked in between these 2, and that's gonna come up here and hit all of these Roman candles. And then once the Roman candles are done, we've got some green visco that's gonna burn slowly down. So it'll actually give it some time, because we know the Roman candles are gonna last about 20 to 30 seconds. That's perfect for this green fuse to burn slowly. Coming down to the shells, where we've actually just, it's kind of a mess right now, but we used the fuse that's directly on the ball shells, and we just attached it to each and every other shell. But then what I've also done is linked some quick fuse in there, just as sort of a backup plan. And if you guys watch my channel, you know I always do that no matter what. Always got to have a plan B. Now down there, this is how I solved that issue with this little 2-inch single shot, is I've run quick fuse all the way down to hit that and then come back up. So there should not be a delay there. So hopefully everything goes as planned. So that's our little setup. Now with the Roman candle rack here, I actually just used the box on the Panda Box sampler. And you can see kind of what I did there. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but roughly that's what your Roman candle rack should look like. And yeah, we are ready to go. I honestly would not be surprised if we just get a ton of fuse jumping. And really what could end up happening is this whole thing could go at one time, because I don't have time to sit here and tape all these fuses up to prevent the fuse jumping. So if even one of these fountains up front lights like this area right here, it's all gonna go. And honestly, that would make for a pretty cool video anyway, so we're not gonna waste any time here. Let's go light this off. All right, here we go. Firework display on a budget in 3, 2, 1. Nice. We're gonna get the fuse jump. Yep, there we go! Here we go, baby! Look at that, guys. Everything worked. God damn, that was epic. Hope you guys enjoyed.